right, Kraft, get us going, buddy. Start us off with some energy.
Thank goodness that this thing is starting, because I don't know if I can sit in here much longer with the two of you talking about your Debbie Doom and Saturday Night Live skit. We're moving.
Debbie Doom. You're talking about Screwy Louie. So
Dude,
don't even judge us, Todd.
No, we were talking about how you got to be like the Hulk use these
if you
products.
work for Shure and you make these microphone stands,
They're not right.
Do better. Do better.
Yes.
They're not as good as
and
they
we were
could
talking
be.
about you need to Screwy Louie almost. Well, no, Justin said I'm not weak because I'm actually able to still open up the cans for Amy when she can't open up a can or a jar. And I'm like, dude, you don't have a Screwy Louie? And Justin's like, what is a Screwy Louie? Please comment below if you've heard of us. Dude, people know it. You don't own one of these?
I've never heard of
dude,
such
it's
a
a
thing.
piece
I'm
of
a
rubber.
man, Todd.
It's a piece of rubber thin. You put it on anything, dude, man, it's just
gives you the grip.
Oh, dude. Dude, I don't care what your little grip strength thing says. This gives you 2 times the power.
I'm going to bring the grip strength in, and we're going to see
please don't.
who's got the better grip strength meter.
All right, you can also comment below. Does Brandon, me, Justin, or Ben have the strongest grip?
Ben's 21.
Well, we'll see. Doesn't he's got strong grips?
Can it be age adjusted for arthritis setting in?
Well, then I get some sort of
definite
factor for
that.
that.
I'm saying. You can't have the 50-year-olds competing against the 21-year-olds, Todd.
Justin.
It's just not the way it works.
That's why we didn't allow him to shoot in the
Lancaster
Classic.
Our office party says otherwise.
That is true.
That's
Yeah,
true. Next
that's
year
a good
we're
point,
gonna have
dude.
to have divisions, age divisions.
Dude, I think plenty.
Can I enter in multiple divisions?
You can always go down. You just can't go up. You can go down.
I've got some notes here. What do you got over there, Mr. Czar? We leave tomorrow to head over in the super cold negative.
It's not going to be that bad tomorrow. It's like 20s tomorrow.
I have no heat in my place right now, out west.
Really? Why?
I don't know. My propane said it had 40%. They have a special monitor on it that says that they monitor it. Well, I just had an HVAC guy go out there and he's like, dude, there's no gas. There's no propane. I've checked. There is no propane.
Well,
I'm like, well, that definitely solves the reason why I'm getting all these alerts on my phone saying that your temperature is dropping extremely quickly.
That's a bad time to run out of propane.
Yeah, that's what I said.
It was negative 11 when I left my home this morning.
What time did you leave? I left early to go to the Hunt Club. I got to admit, it was freaking cold there.
5:20, something like that.
Yeah, I left early too. It was cold.
Okay. It was chilly.
Well, we are.
Todd came prepared today. He's got a list.
We can thank Ben for that list.
Ben made the list?
Yeah, Ben's looking out for us because we're always looking for different topics to cover. But most importantly, if you are heading over to Pennsylvania, make sure you say hi to Justin and I as we're going to be squaring off in this year's competition. But I'm going to just get it out. I'm just going to get it out. Dude, I'm not kidding. Don't laugh. Dude, I was out at my places. I was going to do that last hunt of the year, dude. I saw some bucks. I had some does come in. It was a good hunt, good stuff. And I didn't bring a nice foam target, like the bag type style target.
Yeah.
I only had like the more of a broadhead style. Dude, despite me lubing it up,
Some targets are just junk.
Oh man, I kind of.
Was it one of those ones that you used to have out at the hunt club?
I don't know. No, it's a big orange one. I don't even know the name of it, dude. It's just, I bought just a big wall one because when I'm out there in the building, I'm getting ready to go hunting. It's just nice to be able to just.
You don't want to miss and put one through the wall.
I've already done that a couple times. So it's just nice to have a bigger
I
target.
understand.
But I realized after like taking out the 8th there, I was like, okay, I need to stop shooting. This is not going to happen. It's not happening. I'm still rubbing it a little bit.
I know you're just laying the groundwork for the
No.
excuse.
Listen, dude, I'm all good. I'm gonna try my hardest. I'm not a wimp. I'm all in, bro. I'm gonna
arrows. A lot of arrows.
It is a lot of arrows, but there's a lot of time.
Yep. Pace yourself.
I'm definitely gonna go to the bathroom beforehand, unlike last year where I feel like I did not have enough time to run back. I think you need a snack too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna have
a snack and my water bottle. You got to come prepared for these things.
It's
4 hours, dude.
I know.
Other 3.5.
And it is nice when you can just go sit down, take a drink, have a few snacks with you, and just not have to worry about running and trying to go get something or anything.
Correct.
So,
all right. Here we go.
There you go.
All right, Todd. Let's talk on the watering hole. The water is frozen today because it's negative degrees. Ben's got some notes here. The season is officially over. Are you sad? or are you relieved, or are you a little of both?
You know, I think when it comes to bow hunting, dude, it's nice to have an ending. Like I would not enjoy bow hunting if it truly was something you could do
Year round.
It wouldn't have the
Yeah.
same. It just wouldn't have the same, dude. I don't care what it is. There's something about even cycling where it's like you're jonesing to get out. Like if you lived in a climate where you could ride all the time outside, right? There's something about going indoors. You're riding indoors. You're trying to get in shape. You're doing your thing, and then you're able to take your efforts and go outside. Or all the planning during the summer, food plots. Where am I going to go? Maybe it's a new
It's a
lease.
build up towards
yes.
this thing. Yeah, and I think anytime
Yes.
there's something that's scarce or only happens for a limited time, probably makes you appreciate it more.
I agree.
Or I hope so, anyways.
Well, speaking of scarce, no.
Scarce like our deer.
Dude.
Man, this was a rough season. So I'm kind of glad it's over. I'm kind of just like, okay, cool. I literally put all my stuff away. I put my propane heater.
Are we going
'cause
to
I
get
still
any
had
kind of video
propane.
update? I'm just going to call you out on this. This kind of blows, dude. There's been plenty of people have asked, hey, how's Justin's season going? Like, dude, they want to
I
see you.
literally talk about it every time we sit down and do
It
one of
doesn't
these.
matter if we sit down and talk about it. Dude, you know, people like to see what Justin does, how he sets up. You know, maybe they can give you some comments on why you're just not having any luck.
maybe.
Right, Brandon? Maybe. Brandon, what are you doing over there?
I'm setting.
I don't, dude.
I'll show you what I'm doing.
No, I know. I want to see what
setting
you
the audio
Are you
levels.
paying attention?
I was planning to
The
check.
cops are here. The DNR's finally caught us, Todd. They're here for all the bad comments we've been making about them shooting our deer. They're mad at us.
They are starting to set up the tents. I've seen a few.
Are they? Mm-hmm. So the last night of the season, which was Sunday night. So let me back up a step. The guy that I share my lease with went out. He hadn't shot a deer this year either. So he went out Friday, Saturday, Sunday. He was hellbent. He was going to try to get a deer those last 3 days. Friday and Saturday, the weather was pretty decent. Sunday, the weather, it dropped, the temperatures, right?
Friday was nice.
Yeah, so Friday and Saturday were okay.
Yes.
He said it sounded like a war zone. There was guys shooting everywhere, deer running all over the place. He was like, and I'm like cringing inside because I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a couple of our younger, up and comers that I knew were still alive going into the weekend, and I was like, please no.
It was the perfect storm if you were a shotgun hunter.
Oh, he said it was. He's like, these guys must have 100 tags because it's been nonstop. Oh. And I was like, how many deer could they be shooting? And like, why are they shooting them all? And so anyways, he was out there Sunday night. I actually got pictures on Sunday evening of the two big 3-year-olds that we wanted to live. And
Really?
And he saw both of them. He was going to shoot one of them. They just didn't come close enough to him. But they both made it through gun season. Now they just have to avoid the corn piles with the suspicious tents right next to them. They got still a couple months to go.
Yeah, the bad thing is I think they look at those tents and it's like, what are the season's over? What are those things? They're probably sticking there.
Yeah, they get all like comfortable. They're like, oh man, this is great.
Yeah, but dude, you know what though? Listen, anyone that's hunted enough, dude, it's crazy. When it's dark out, like legit dark out, like deer respond completely different. Like if they're out in a field, yeah, they take off running, but dude, they let you get away with a lot more. They'll let you just kind of walk by. I've seen them do it.
Where did this come from? This is just a random thought.
No, because dude, they're kind of dumb. If you're shooting deer, if you're a sharpshooter shooting deer at night, dude, they're kind of dumb at night.
And I'm pretty sure they're shooting with suppressed rifles too. So I mean, it's like,
oh, so so in Illinois, they're allowed to use they get suppression.
they're also allowed to bait.
That's a good point. I guess I didn't think of it that way.
And we're not. They're allowed to shoot them at night. I don't know. Do they shoot them at night? I don't know if they do or not.
I don't
that
know.
part I don't know.
Comment below. Are they shooting them at night? I don't know. I think they are.
I don't think they are.
No?
No, I
That
think
sounds
they're shooting
dangerous.
them during the day.
Okay. Well,
They go out in the evenings. They just go on their evening hunts.
all right, hey, listen, let's just keep moving forward here. I want to stay positive. I did see a few deer alive still. I'm not seeing as many 3.5+ year old deer as I would like to. But again, this is just a conversation I was having with
How
some
many
people.
of them do you have that are shed already? Because I have a
One.
pretty good amount.
1, 2. Well, I mean, dude, I'm just counting my brain. Yes, I
Right.
saw 3. I saw 3 shed bucks.
Yeah.
100%. They were shed. I got one that, he's looking a little, he must have really rutted himself out. He looks a little worn down, boy. Whew.
Yeah.
I'm not
It
sure how
definitely
well
seemed
he's
like
gonna
they
make it.
started dropping antlers early. Like just from everybody, like the posts I've seen online, guys that I've talked to, like there's a lot of bucks that are just already shed that normally aren't.
How much water do deer need in the winter?
Hell if I know.
Well, I mean, you always talk about they get their water
Sure.
from green, right? Like we're always thinking like, oh, just because you have a water hole, like that's going to be so great. But they're getting so much of their water from clover and all the green stuff
Sure.
they eat. But like when it's winter like this and you've
And
got
there's
bean
no
and corn.
snow.
Well, the only reason I'm asking this is because it's amazing how many times I see them coming to the water hole. A couple of water holes that I have that I still have.
And they're just checking. I mean,
Well,
they're all
dude,
frozen.
I mean, some are scraping out. I mean, they're trying to get
water. Sure.
It's just interesting.
Well,
I don't
especially
know
'cause
anything
we've had
about
no
that.
snow and
We need to get a
everything's
biologist.
frozen.
I want to talk to a biologist on that. It's just interesting
Yeah, I mean, I imagine that's stressful.
because a
I
few
know.
of my places, there's no creeks around. Like, what? Dude, can they?
But
just
even if there was a
survive?
creek, dude, it was negative 11 this morning. It's
they can
frozen.
take it. Yeah, there's a few.
Can't
still.
the deer just like realize they can just lick the
Running
ice?
water doesn't freeze, so there's usually a couple spots that's open. No,
I mean, maybe, but how many? Like,
I don't know.
probably have to travel
I mean,
to
if there's
find
some
them.
rocks over it. Dude, I have no idea. But I want to get a biologist and talk to him about that because that's interesting. Like, do they need water? Like, can they go without water? Like, what about like in Minnesota? Do they eat the snow? Do they lick the snow? I mean, I
Sure
see my
they
dogs
would.
do that.
I'm sure they would.
I don't know. What do you think,
But
Brandon?
what about when there is no
Well,
snow?
I was thinking,
We've had
like-
no snow.
That's what I'm saying. Like, dude,
So our
it
deer are
is
gonna
super
start
dry. That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's
dying
my whole
from
point.
But the watering holes freeze over, or the whatever ponds freeze over, right? So I imagine they figure out that they can just lick the ice and they'll get enough water because like it'll melt at the
Yeah, but what about just like the Christmas story? Yeah.
That's a metal pole.
Yeah, it's metal.
That's
It's
a good
little different.
I
That'd
don't
be
know.
great. You find a deer with its tongue stuck to the ice somewhere.
Dude, I keep thinking my cat's gonna do that because like I'll get like a beer out of the fridge and put it on my desk. And my cat will come up and just like start licking the can. I'm wondering like, is it gonna get its tongue stuck on that?
How cold is your fridge? You pulling it out of the freezer? The deep
Keep it
freeze?
nice and crisp.
I understand.
Well, listen, I think we've posed some interesting questions. We're gonna have to get some higher knowledgeable deer super freaks on
I
the
guess
phone.
so.
I want to know.
All right.
Can they die without water?
If you're a biologist,
Yes,
watching
they
this,
can die
That's what
without
I'm saying.
water.
That's what I'm saying. It just seems interesting to me. Like, I don't know. We
I'd
better get some
imagine
moisture.
they,
Dude, it's dry.
yeah, they probably give off less moisture because it's not hot, right? Do deer sweat? They probably don't sweat. Are they like dogs?
Ooh, good question.
worry.
That's why we need a biologist in here.
Don't worry. I'm
How do
gonna-
we not know if deer sweat? What kind of hunters are we? The worst kind of.
Well, I mean, I
apparently.
think dogs sweat
No, they don't.
through their feet. No, that's how they get rid of heat, right?
Yeah, but
Tongue.
it's not sweat. Their tongue.
breathing.
It's their tongue.
Yeah.
That's why they
Okay.
pant.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I mean, deer run around with their mouths open when they're running during the fall, right? I see.
Yeah,
them,
they're just
but
hot. I've seen it. Yeah, I've definitely seen that. Okay.
They
well,
probably
a lot of
don't
interesting
sweat the
stuff
way
here.
that we do. Poor
Speaking of
things.
sweat, that will be Thursday around 11 o'clock. Is it 11 o'clock?
noon.
Noon.
Well, 11 Central. for those
Thursday
who
at
wanna watch
noon.
the live stream.
I will definitely be.
I'll be ready to go.
Yeah, me too.
We need some of those. Remember a couple years ago, the guy that won the Vegas shoot, he got like busted or whatever afterwards for drug violations. He was taking something he wasn't supposed to take. It was like beta blockers or something like that. Whatever he was taking, we need to get some of that. I think he had weed and beta blockers and maybe something else in his system. And so they confiscated his money. So we need
There's no money to come.
the beta. I don't care about that. The beta. I think the beta blockers were like they regulate his heart rate, maybe or something like that.
I'm
Won't
sure
let
it's
it
to make you
go up.
calm. And just,
yeah, that's
your
what I'm saying.
arm will just be like so steady.
They
then,
don't
dude.
drug test the amateur bow hunter bros. Just
Let me
saying.
tell
I'm
you
just
something, dude. If
saying.
you win this thing for some reason,
drug-
I'm getting
Well-
some sort of. If somehow you come out ahead and win this whole tournament,
no need to-
we will be checking your arrows. They'll be like guided right for the
Oh, I
11th spot.
implanted something behind the target.
Dude, I'm surprised
Magnetic.
someone hasn't
Magnet.
figured it out yet. Yeah, I mean,
My arrows are flying weird, but somehow they all end up in the center.
And there's one of them just like stuck flat.
All right, so the season is over. The next season begins shortly. What are your off-season projects that you got planned for this year, Mr. Graff?
listen,
You've always got something.
no, I'm trying. Listen,
I know you're trying, but
no.
you're going to do something. You have something that needs to be done.
work on our businesses.
For deer hunting. You mentioned trying to hunt a new state this year, potentially.
Yes. Listen, I'm really trying to search out some bigger deer. try to look for some different areas. I mean, Justin, at some point we did the podcast earlier in the year. We talked about that book, Who Moved Our Cheese. Did you read the book yet?
No.
You said you were going to read the book.
I did. Did
You
I say
said
that? Can
on
we
this.
go back?
Yeah, you said I'm going to read that book. You said you like books, and you
Did I
said
say
Todd, you
when I
should
was
read a
gonna read
book,
the
and then
book?
I forgot to write the book down. Darn it! And I was going to go read it. So you're guilty, and I'm guilty. We're both guilty. But
I'm reading a book right now. But
I
it has
just-
nothing to do with that.
I just feel like we need to shake and move, man. I love my areas.
Shake and bake.
I think shake and bake, baby. I'm confident that I'll be able to find a deer here in Illinois with the stuff that I have, but I don't feel like the quantity and quality is what it used to be here, and it's time to move on. So I'm going to start looking for some other states, some other leases. I may hunt less, but have to drive a little more. But what's the difference? We've had this conversation about, you know, maybe you spend a little more time driving. Maybe you got to blow a couple days in scouting, but you end up getting some better results. So that is a goal. That is a legit goal. I'm going to get in my RV. I'm going to grab my bike, make a few little road trips along the way, just kind of plot some things out, look at some different things, see if I can find a lease, see if I can meet some people. That's my goal. I don't know where it's going to lead me or where it's going to take me, but you asked, that's what I'm doing.
Fair enough.
We'll find out. If anyone has any leads, you're more than welcome to
If
call.
anyone wants to help, give us a shortcut.
Well, geez,
on
like
this.
there's so many people
The
in this
problem
world
is-
paying to find them bucks and stuff like that. Like, listen, if you know some leases or you know
I
some
think we're
areas,
appealing
I'll
to the
help.
wrong people though, because we're appealing to people that hunt.
Yeah,
they
I
don't. They're not going to be like, yeah, man. There's this great lease over here. Like,
Well, maybe you got a couple extra bucks and you want to make some extra dough. What's the difference? Maybe you're in a lease you can't afford. Maybe you want to get more acreage on your lease and you want a guy who's going to come in and only shoot one deer. Dude, I'm all in. And I don't gun hunt. I'm a great partner.
I agree. I agree. Todd's a good
Justin
guy
may
to
be a
lease
better
ground
partner
with.
since he didn't shoot a deer last year, but you know, it is what it is. Sorry, Justin, go ahead.
Gotta let
You're
them-
going to be able to
You
talk
gotta let
about
them
beating
go
deer.
so they can grow.
There you go.
That's what they say.
Good
right?
attitude.
That's my excuse.
All right, well, you answered the same question, then you asked me. What is your plans? You already said elk hunting. I mean, but let's just keep it focused on whitetails. Stay focused.
I need to get out and get some more stand sites and trees prepped during this off season.
Yeah.
This
You mean
year.
for saddle, like I you know, or you
Both saddles and tree stands. I just felt like I didn't have as many options as I would have liked. Like when you get into a season like I had where you're kind of just struggling, and then it's like, you know, what ended up happening was there was really only a mature deer on like one of my 3 farms, and it was like the one that I typically hunt the least, and so did the least amount of prep work on, because it's usually like it's quick to get to, it's close to the office, so I can just like, hey, jet up there for a quick
Yeah.
afternoon hunt, but I don't really like hunt there. But my other 2 farms didn't have anything, so that's where I kept going, but we only have like maybe 5 stands, and depending on the wind, there's like maybe 2 or 3 to pick from.
Yeah.
You know, so I felt like I was just
Options are-
rotating
options are
between these
huge.
like same stands, and then just access routes, getting around the property and being able to move around and-
That's
and do
big.
stuff. I was just like, you know, it's like I wanted to go there, but I'm like, gosh, I've hunted the same stand like 6 times or 8 or however many times I've been there, and I'm just so tired of looking at the same thing and doing the same thing.
It's fun to see different stuff, and I think that's part of the reason where I'm at too. It's like I've hunted these farms. Dude, it's fun to do different stuff. I mean, we enjoyed having that lease down south, but unfortunately, it just didn't work out with that dude.
Yeah.
We'll save that for another podcast. Go ahead. What else?
So
we
yeah,
got?
I mean that's my main thing I think for this year is really just to get out and
Well, if you
just
end up
be
drawing
more
and you end
ready.
up elk hunting, dude, I mean, it takes a lot of preparation for that, and you're going to be gone for a week for that. I mean,
well, I'm really going to try, you know, to be honest with you, depending on weather, once we get back from Lancaster, I'm going to start right away. Like during
we
this
talked
fall,
about
because
this. I agree.
my kids' sports schedule once like April comes is bananas. Like April through July, you just I'm gone.
It's better. Dude, there's no ticks. You're not hot and sweaty. Quite frankly, a lot of the deer are herded up in different areas, so you're not leaving a bunch of extra
Yeah, I
set.
don't
Dude,
even care
it's
about that. I just
No,
like,
that's fine.
yeah.
You don't have
But I
to
mean, a
care
lot of
about it,
times
but-
the ground's frozen, like you said. There's no bugs. I
Right?
could drive to a lot
drive
of
your
things
truck right.
that I
100%.
can't drive to. So yeah, my
Good
goal.
plan.
My
plan.
my
You
kid
heard it
wants to
here
go
first.
ice fishing, but we're gonna go deer prepping instead.
I hear
We'll
ya.
sneak some ice fishing in.
Nothing wrong with that. Ice fishing's fun.
So that's my plan
Okay.
for this year.
I like it.
How about you? So out-of-state hunts, we already talked about me. Do you got any
No.
plans? You got nothing booked, no
Well,
points,
I mean,
no
unless
draws?
for some reason I find something.
But like you have nothing on the
No,
agenda.
no. I am truly.
It's weird. Last year was weird. It was the first year I didn't go somewhere. and
It feels good
probably-
a little bit though, dude.
It does, but it
No?
also it does. But then all of a sudden September rolls around and everyone's out doing stuff, and you're
Fair
like,
enough.
this is lame.
Fair enough.
You know.
I can see that. Okay.
Illinois turkey permit
That's why when I
lottery.
had Wisconsin, it was kind of nice. You know, because
I know.
even if you went just a couple of times, it was just like you're just kind of like getting into it September 15th or whatever
I
it
know
was.
it is just nice to go
Yeah.
knock the rust off a little bit. Illinois turkey permit lottery, Todd. You are a landowner, so you get landowner tags.
Listen, it's one of the good things that Illinois does do. If you own land in the state of Illinois, and it is more than a certain amount of acres, so don't hold me to this right now. I think it's more than 20 or something. Like you got
Yeah, I
it.
thought
Maybe it's
it's-
40. It might be 40.
Yeah,
I don't know. But if you do, you get guaranteed landowner permits for turkey, for shotgun, you know, which is great. It's great. I mean, it's really
Well,
handy.
and your permit's good for the entire turkey season, not just one
Right.
period.
Right. So on both of the properties that I own, now not my leases, the leases that don't count, but on properties in which I own, I'm able to get all of the seasons. So that's cool. You don't
is
get the
kinda-
youth season, but
Yeah, well, the thing that stinks about, when you only draw a specific season is like you're so subject to what the weather is.
Big
You
time.
generally have 5 days to hunt. Like if you pull first season tag, there's no weekend.
no.
It's Monday through Friday. Second season starts on a Saturday. Let's say you pull second season, it goes Saturday through Thursday or whatever. If it's rainy, windy, cold, nasty on Saturday, Sunday, and those are the only 2 days you can hunt, like your whole
out.
season's just screwed.
Yes.
And I've definitely
Yes.
had that. It is 40 acres, Todd.
That's what I thought.
40 acres or more of land can apply for
A lot of
resident
people don't know
landowner
about that though, and it's cool. I mean, that is a nice. I got to admit it. It's nice. You know, it's one of the things that Illinois does that I actually really
permit.
enjoy.
You have
You
until
know, they just
February
show up.
9th to get your application in if you haven't
Well, the
already.
cool part is once you get your application in, Justin, you're automatically in. And what happens is they send you them,
Like
and then they
every
say,
year?
yes. I mean,
You don't
I
have to reapply every year?
no, no. No, I haven't. I mean, they've been coming for 10 years now, which is great.
It's kind of nice.
It's
I did not
fantastic.
apply. I'll just kind of wait and see whatever's left over and try to maybe buy one, depending on
I don't think that's a bad
schedule.
idea.
That's what I've
honestly.
done the last few years.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. I mean, the youth tags are over the counter. The one thing that I learned, though, last year is you can only buy one youth tag per kid. So what happened was there's 2 youth weekends. So the first youth weekend I took Joey out, we bought him a McHenry County tag.
Yeah.
There wasn't many turkeys there, but we figured we'll try.
Okay.
Right? The second weekend came around, we decided to go out to Joe Davies. When we went to go buy him a youth Joe Davies tag, and they said, no, you already basically burned your one that you get, so we couldn't get him a youth tag for out west.
I did not know
So
that.
if you have a youth, you can only get one. It's over the counter, and it's for any you just walk up and say, hey, I want a youth tag, and it's county specific, which is a little annoying, like for the kids. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice if they just you had the luxury of like,
Just get
hey,
a
we
youth tag.
have birds over in this county. Let's just go there, you know, and have
Right,
a little,
right,
especially
yeah,
for the kids.
That's what we ran. It was like if I would have known that, we would have never bought that first tag because we
makes
did
sense.
that just to have something to do for
I
a
get
weekend.
it. No, it's fun.
You know.
I
So yeah,
we've already had the turkey conversation. I mean, you know, Kurt made it super clear. He'd rather give up deer hunting and just do turkey hunting.
I
but
think he's full of.
baloney.
baloney.
Dude,
I think it sounds great until you actually had to do it.
listen, I agree with you.
Like, there's no part of me when guys are like posting turkey photos all over Facebook that's like feels like I'm like missing out. I have no FOMO from that. But when it's deer season and
Dude,
everybody's
it's fun.
posting
I mean, listen,
deer,
I love bow hunting turkeys.
Yeah, me too. Don't
I
get me
mean, dude,
wrong.
it is a blast. There's something about it that is a lot of fun. But dude, it's never gonna be deer hunting. I mean, if I have to miss a season because of health or something terrible happened or whatever, I'd much rather have it be turkey season. So that's where I'm at with that as far as that goes. We didn't check the comments of the last one. I feel bad. I usually do that. See who they made fun
you
of.
wanna
us or
do
what.
that?
No, probably not. I'm sure they're just, you know.
Sometimes reading the comments is bad for your health, your mental health.
Yeah, you know, know what? You got to have tough skin nowadays. We live in a world where, man, if you're born with soft skin, good luck.
There was I forgot who I was listening to say this, or who originally said it, but I've heard it repeated a few times about like reading comments and like letting them get to you. Is something along the lines of like, don't listen. I forgot exactly what it was, but it was like, don't listen to the comments from any person that you wouldn't take like life advice from. Like, so if it's just some random online saying that,
like if it was your buddy Mike and Mike was like
if one of your friends is like giving you feedback on something you're doing, that's one thing. When it's just some random a-hole on the internet, like, dude, you would never take like relationship or financial advice from this random person. So like, why listen to what they have to say about anything? There's something to be said about like people that just go online. And they're called trolls, and they're just like freaking. Yeah.
And look at Mr. Sneaky over there. Mr. Brandon he's just looking for one right now.
I don't need to look. I know where they're at.
Brandon's got them all bookmarked. Didn't Brando? You sent me one over the weekend.
I sent you one over the weekend.
Yeah. Geez. Somebody was. I don't even remember. The one guy went on like a massive rant.
Yeah, about the ATA and.
Todd, are you sure you want to read the comments?
I'm good. We can keep on moving.
Literally the first one I pulled.
We're good. We are totally good.
Fair enough.
I got thick skin, but you know what? I'm not worried about it.
We don't need
like, listen, I know what I've been able to do in life.
He needs to keep his mental.
Let's compare notes. Whoever that guy is. I've taken the time to go track some of these dudes down. just to go do some sneaking around. It's like, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't listen to these guys. They're like, just miserable humans.
I mean, come on. Let's compare like a million things. I mean, it's like, really? Are you kidding me? Like, serious? It is kind of interesting when you do that. But okay.
So if you leave a comment, Todd might track you down.
Todd's gonna stalk your page and be like, "Oh, I kill bigger bucks than you."
No,
so
I don't.
Doesn't matter.
Do that.
All right. No comments.
We've avoided the comment one.
How do you feel about Ben Johnson being hired as the new Chicago Bears head coach, Todd?
Justin, I wish I could comment on that, but I'm going to tell you right now, I don't even know who that is. But
it's this fella here. Look at what a nice guy he looks like. I was trying to go to our Facebook page to look up
Ben.
Post. Ben better lead us.
Ben,
to the
you better not
land.
Read comments, because the little bit that I know about the Bears and what's been happening, you better really have thick skin.
We're going to read these ones.
What is that one?
What's your go-to tree stand snack?
That's a great one. That's a great photo. I love that one.
Do you keep it healthy, or do you indulge your sweet tooth during hunting season? We're going to see a lot of comments on this one. People are always very opinionated when it comes to tree stand snacking. Seems to be like there's this thing going around where like Little Debbie's is the popular like tree stand snack. Which don't get me wrong, I enjoy it.
They're hard to get out without smushing them, and
that's exactly what I said. No, but dude, there's a guy that commented on my post.
Dude, they make like a banana. I've seen them make like banana protectors.
Next level, dude. He said
next level.
That's why you freeze them.
Oh.
So he said Christmas tree cakes, right? Solid Little Debbie option. I said they're too fragile. Unless I repackage them, they end up as a pile of smushed up crumbs in the bottom of my pack. Fragile snacks have no place in the woods. He responded, though.
I agree with that.
Listen to me, Todd. This guy's next level. That's why you freeze them and you use them as cold packs for your sandwich or other cold items. Then they thaw out during your hunt and you eat them once thawed out. Follow me for more tips on being a fatty in the tree stand this deer season. Thank you to Alex Bird for the comment.
Dude, that is next level. Freezing your Little Debbies.
That takes some like forethought too,
no,
right?
that just proves that, dude.
People are committed.
He's
to
got
their
an
tree stand
addiction.
snacks.
He's got an addiction to his Little Debbies, man. He wants those babies frozen and ready to roll.
There was somebody that commented like pizza rolls. I don't know if you've ever seen that. You heat up some pizza rolls and throw them in like your bottle, like that bottle over there, like a Yeti or
a thermos.
No, just like a bottle, like a water bottle,
yeah,
like that, or a thermos. Yeah, you heat them up first and put them in there, and then you got a nice warm lunch. Also takes commitment to the craft.
That's commitment. There is no doubt.
Pop-Tarts, another popular answer.
Yeah,
that was my go-to
Pop-Tarts.
for so many years.
too.
But it's subject to the same issue that the Little Debbie has.
Dude, I don't know, man.
Noisy to get out of the wrapper and very fragile.
Dude, a good Snickers bars. And you could take them out of the wrapper. I always do that.
Before you go hunt? Mm-hmm. Aren't you worried about like melting or something in
Well, you
your
just
bag?
put them in a Ziploc. It's no big deal.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
You got them in a
transferring
Ziploc.
the
Well, because it's
package.
so
No, I
much
understand.
quieter.
Or you could, the Bomars made the silent snacker. It's a little silicone pouch you can put your snacks in.
I don't think the Bomars made that, dude. Those
They
things
did.
have been around for
Don't-
years.
They just put their name
No,
on it
yeah,
and marketed
exactly.
it.
It's not the silence, guys. That's called, if you want to be eco-friendly
Do they
to the
still make it?
environment, the silicone little slide prevents
dude.
you from using
Look, right
Ziploc
there.
bags.
The silent snacker.
I know, but these things been around.
I just think of that like little coin purse pouch thing, that rubber thing that my great grandfather would have with like you pinch it and it kind of splits
Yeah,
open. and you
I
put
keep
coins
my
in it.
milkweed in one of those.
Yeah. Those are
Yeah.
cool.
But I mean, that's too small to put any sort of
I know, but just like a big
Snack,
version
Yeah,
of
what
it.
kind of snack
Like a
you gonna put in that thing?
big
dude?
version of it. You just like push it and you get it your sandwich.
one little piece of jerky in your
Do
little
you know?
coin
Do you
purse.
know who used to use those?
the little
is-
coin purses?
No. The silent bag, not designed by the Bomars. Dude, Mike Fitzgerald. We went on elk hunt. That probably was like 10 years ago, dude. And he was very
He should have marketed
eco-friendly,
that.
and he had it. And dude, they're quiet. Opens right up. You can grab your snacks out of it. But you can never, dude, I know we're really stuck on the snack. I must be getting hungry. Dude, you never can go wrong with good trail mix, though, man. Just a good, solid trail mix, dude, with some M&Ms, some peanut M&Ms in there.
I agree. That's what I was. That's what.
No, I
had
know.
here.
I dude, Sonia makes me some of that stuff, and it's
Oh,
phenomenal.
she makes you. Your
Oh, dude, she
own
makes my own little custom.
homemade
Puts a little heart
custom
on there
trail
for
mix.
me
See?
because she loves me.
Writes
I
a
mean,
little
it's-
note in there. Good luck, Todd.
Yeah,
Shoot
dude,
straight.
They're good, man. She even made some for Josh Sturgill one year. It's freaking good. It's good.
Peanut butter and honey sandwich. That's a pretty legit option. Peanut butter and honey's good.
I would eat one of those.
It's messy.
No, it's not.
Dude, I mean, as long as you're being careful.
This guy here, dude, he said nothing or water. 60 years old, 63 years old, just hunt.
He puts his age on there.
Yeah, Scott Hudson. I said, what if you're sitting all day? Full day, no issue. U.S. Marine Corps.
This sounds like a guy I never want to hang out with.
This guy's hardcore.
I was
a
like,
U.S.
man,
Navy SEAL
you are
you're
a
with.
beast, nonstop focus on
I
the
don't-
task at hand.
I don't move.
Like, I just picture like Jesse Ventura in Predator when they're like, you're bleeding. And he's like, I ain't got time to bleed. I imagine this guy like, you want to drink? And he's like, I ain't got time to drink. We're deer hunting.
And Justin's over there with this thermos pouring out
I got my coffee,
his coffee, the
my
steam's
peanut
coming
butter and
up.
honey.
And you wonder why you
My
don't see any
frozen
deer.
little Debbie.
Justin. Oh, man.
You seen the article about the old lady who she's like like around 100 or something, but drinks like 3 Dr. Peppers a day, and that's how she keeps.
She's got good genetics.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
a centenarian.
You
Good for
can't
her.
be 3 Dr. Peppers.
I don't
a
think
day.
3
That's like
Dr.
death.
Peppers a day is going to get me to 100. I wouldn't say.
No. I'm staying away from the sugar. I'm working on that.
All right, so here's a post that a guy just made, Todd. How do you feel about this? $3,000 for a 48-acre lease is a bit too high for me, and the search continues.
Where's that piece at?
What does it cost? $3,000 divided by 48?
Where exactly is that at?
$62.50 an acre. That's a bit more than 50 is kind of where I'm starting to draw the line.
Oh, there's
don't
no.
know
I
that I
mean,
can do-
there is
like,
the
I-
prices for this stuff's out of control. I mean, there's no doubt, guys. But you know, that's the problem. Is I mean, we are chasing something that's scarce, and people are willing to pay for it. And you know, they talk about it becoming a rich man's sport. It is frightening when you think about it from that perspective. I mean, Justin, are you serious? I mean, dude, we did used to be able to knock on doors and get a few free places. I had a few of those.
It still happens.
It does in a few locations, but dude, that's not happening very frequently, man. It's just not. I'm sorry, but when people own land and they start getting a taste of the fact that they can get money from a farmer through rent, and then they realize, boy, they used to give the farmers all the hunting rights. Well, then they start realizing, wait a minute, the farmer shouldn't be getting the hunting rights. He gets the farming rights, and we're gonna lease the hunting rights out to somebody
Sure.
else so they can
Capitalism.
double dip.
Yeah.
100%. You know, and that would be great for me if more farmers didn't have control of both, because then that would open up some additional opportunities for me and you. So hopefully there's some landowners listening that are leasing their farms out that would hear that. Call the Hunting Lease Network
We need to go on like
or call us. We
we
always
need
tell
to
people
go
to
on-
call us.
What podcasts do farmers listen to? or land bangers.
Right.
Those are the ones we need to go on Todd,
Yes.
as a guest speaker today.
And not realize we're going to drop that.
Right.
That would get some people upset. There'll be some farmers chasing us around now too. All right.
So this guy here, Nicholas Bridal,
oh boy, here we go.
Brilled.
Why do I feel like this?
He got his second career gold medal at Nimes. He beat
Dude, how
whoever
old
this
is
guy
he?
is,
How old is he?
Riles. Oh, see, that looks like
Yeah.
me. Dude missed right there. See, he's bummed out. He missed.
That'll be us in the red.
I got a few reds out there. They're not gonna lie.
Any blues? Did you hit a blue?
Not yet.
No.
Give me the added pressure of the classic, and I'm sure I'll hit a blue.
You know, I tried using my other release, and I don't know why you did
man,
that. It was
really?
so stupid.
Like
And
what? What do you mean? Like
my hunting release? No. I have my hunting release, and then I have the release that I've been using, just for the classic. My Cobra release.
right, but they're both like index finger.
Yeah,
like
but dude,
releases.
they're different. They're just
They
they're,
are
they're-
different.
They're different. I was like, whoa. I better just stick with one hand. I wasn't going to start moving stuff around. I thought I was going to shoot my release that I'm, shooting my hunting bow with better because I really like that release. Whew. Not with that bow. I have no freaking clue what was going on. I'm sticking with the
I have
one.
noticed that my from release to release, I'll hit different spots. So like I basically have like a release. This release is with this bow.
Right.
You
That,
know
dude,
what
that's what I'm saying. I'm leaving it.
'cause-
I agree.
Because what I'll do is a lot of us will carry a backup release, right, in our backpacks,
Yeah.
especially if I'm shooting like a thumb
Yes.
button and I'm
Yes.
worried about losing it. Thank goodness I never have. But like I'll take my quote unquote backup release and shoot that thing.
Maybe his release will go missing.
Don't worry, Lancaster's got plenty more in the trailer.
But we just
that was not a good excuse.
But we just agreed though that every release, dude. Listen, if someone just said, "Hey, you got to use this release just at the beginning of the shoot," dude, one arrow into it, dude, I'm sorry that messed with me. No freaking way.
you gotta,
Same
like,
release or not?
change?
Oh yes, 100%, dude.
yeah, something about
Dude, I think the leather gets broken in, and you just, for me with my wrist strap, I mean, it just, dude, you know what hole to go right to. I'm just telling you.
I was having a conversation
difference.
with somebody
My feeling.
not that long ago. I can't remember who, but we were talking about, it might have been Kurt when he was working on an article for the website about like how we're all addicted to gear, changing our gear, new stuff all the time.
Yeah.
But it seems like releases are exempt from us wanting to get a new one every year. It's like you find one that you like, that you're comfortable with,
Dude, you don't lose
and
that
you will
thing.
keep that thing forever until it's beat to hell and barely works anymore, and you still got that old release. But I want new bows and new broadheads and new arrows and new everything else. But that release, there's something about it becomes a part of you.
But it's not as fun and sexy and cool though, dude. And
I
I'm sorry,
agree.
but like it's just like the bow's cool. Like getting a new bow or stabilizer or getting a new sight. I mean, dude, it's just fun. That's cool. Dude, a release is just kind of like,
It's like
it's
I
just
don't
not.
know,
It's not
stabilizers aren't
anticlimactic.
cool.
Huh?
stabilizers.
They could
I don't
be.
get excited
Like,
about
oh, do you know what I just got? Do you know what I just got right now?
a new stabilizer.
It's time to check in our flight.
Oh man, anxiety already.
Oh boy. All right.
Anxiety already.
Speaking of that, I want to make sure I get home in enough time to be able to get a few arrows off. So,
I got 9 ends
I got
in,
a
and then you
pack.
told me I had to stop shooting and come
dude, we
film
needed
the
to
podcast.
film this, and we got other things to
I
do.
had 3 more to go.
You'll be okay. You're going to be fine.
All right,
I'm
fair enough.
confident. I'm
All right.
confident. We are done. This
done.
podcast is a wrap. I just getting that getting that little notification pop up just kind of immediately was like, okay, I didn't pack yet. I got to get my stuff together.
I'm a dude
I do
that
want to
pack
shoot.
last minute, always.
I
Probably pack before I come to the office tomorrow.
I like to be organized. No, I have to do that tonight.
Just throw a bunch of stuff in the bag and off I go.
I want to be ready.
How many days will you wear the same pair of pants on a trip like this? You bring enough pants for every day, or
Good question. Good
are you a
question.
more than one day guy?
I'm bad.
Because I'm at 2 to 3 days easily, unless I spill something.
Well,
on
that's
it.
the problem, dude. That's the only problem. Like
I bring enough, but I never wear them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I overpack
I always
so
make
much.
sure I got a backup plan because, dude, you just never know.
Yeah, that's not like I'm just walking on the plane and
Just if you happen to shit yourself,
I know, that would suck.
you bet. No, but I mean, if we're going like on a vacation, knowing that okay, maybe there's a washer or something. Dude, I'll definitely gotta go 3-4 days. Why not? What's the difference?
Oh yeah,
I'm on
all
vacation.
the time.
I mean, I'm not
My
doing
wife thinks
anything.
I'm disgusting, and it's weird.
Yeah, I didn't say underwear. I mean, I'm talking.
Well,
just,
obviously,
just
yeah, she doesn't
jeans.
care.
Who cares?
It's a guy thing.
Totally.
Like for sure, I feel like jeans get better on the second and third day. I call them second day jeans. Like the second day jeans are just.
How long
they're
do you go?
good.
How long do you go in one pair of jeans before a wash?
I might squeak a third out depending, but usually 2 days. I'm usually.
Do you wear them after work, like while you're around the house, or do you change when you get home? Because like
I'm not that old yet. Do you change your pants when you get home? Because that
I
is
don't.
definitely a sign of being old.
No, but maybe you go to the gym after.
I go to the gym before.
So I go to the gym like after work. So then I like probably just wear my whatever word to the gym. Change. Yeah, I'll usually change when I get home into something more different.
Pajama pants?
Sometimes, yeah.
Pajama pants are legit. Todd, you got any pajama pants you
Dude,
wear around the
I'm
house?
sorry, but I'm just gonna be clear. Anyone that's wearing
I didn't say
pajama
out in
pants-
public. Like around your house,
Let me
dude.
just take and dude, you know, I think sweatpants.
Women
Listen,
love 'em.
if I was president, if I was the 47th president, I would ban sweatpants. You
Oh,
cannot
man.
wear sweatpants in public.
I'm gonna wear sweatpants when I'm shooting at the Lancaster.
Yeah.
Dude, I will pay you money to wear sweatpants.
I will.
I want to see this.
I'll wear my sweatpants.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Let's go.
not like I'm talking. Let me be clear. Girls that want to wear, like tights, right? Tights, that's fine.
Yoga pants.
Yoga
Leggings.
pants, tights are fine, dude. Sweatpants,
some of 'em.
dude, they're just so sloppy. You just look like slop. I'm sorry if you're
yeah.
a sweatpants. I'm sorry. I'm
You gotta have the right sweatpants.
Dude, listen, you walked
Okay,
me into
boomer.
this. You walked me into this. I'm just being clear. If I was president, I'd ban them.
Dude, you should show up at like any middle school or high school right now because all the kids are wearing pajama pants
Dude,
all day long. You probably see it. Does Craig wear pajama pants? Did he used to wear
Oh
them?
my gosh! I hope
high
not.
school?
I'd ban them. I would end my relationship. No,
He
I'm
was
just
probably sneaking pajama pants in his backpack, changing when he got to
Just,
school.
I'm just saying, sweatpants. Listen, if you're at home and you want to wear cozy sweatpants, fine. You go out in public, dude.
but they're
I'm
not even.
sorry.
They're like joggers. They would call them, right? They
yes,
got.
I
the
know
tight
they're
fit.
tight.
Yeah, and
I
they
get
don't
it.
look so bad.
That's not as bad.
You're talking about just like the
Dude.
old school jerseys, sweatpants from
dude,
the 80s.
dude.
What
Like
about, like-
Rocky working out, running up to the Capitol building.
What about like the ones that I had that are like a polyester, but they're not like they have pockets like a regular, but they kind of look they're really comfy.
Yeah, I like
you,
those
you,
pants.
you wore them here the other
Yeah.
day, and I was like, that's trashy.
See, I was like, oh, I kind of like those pants. These are cool.
I'm just saying.
I understand.
I'm just saying.
Okay, boomer. All right. On that note, I'll see you in Lancaster with my sweatpants on.
I'm looking forward to seeing this.
Let's go.
I will have my jeans on.